All right. Hey YouTube, I'm Lucky, and today is Thursday, and so that means it's time to cover the TWAB, the big Bungie news article that comes out every week. Now, this week is a little bit of a lighter TWAB, just a little PSA, a little bit of a lighter TWAB, but there is some good things in here. We're going to go through it all, okay? So first things first, they go over Gambit Labs has arrived. They have Invasion Swap, where you bank 25 motes and the enemy gets to invade you, I believe, at 25 and 75. So a little bit of role reversal there. I think this is meant or designed to stop snowballing effect in Gambit, but I don't think this is doing very well. I don't see anyone extremely excited about Gambit. I think that this first Gambit Labs is a huge flop. Maybe there will be some really exciting, interesting Gambit Labs coming out. I feel like if Bungie has any hope of saving Gambit or making Gambit an awesome playlist, they need to take some risque Gambit Labs ideas and use those and implement those. We'll see if they do so. We'll see if Gambit Labs is a success in future weeks, but as far as it's going right now, it doesn't seem to be very good, and I'll look up the data and I'll be bringing you a video talking about that more in detail soon. Grandmaster Nightfalls have arrived. I've done a bunch of them, and weirdly enough, the acute burns were actually designed for this. There was an error posted in the update 4001. So acute burns are supposed to be there. They're supposed to be like acute arc, solar, or void burns for the respective Grandmaster Strike. However, the strike modifiers are not meant to be there. So like invisible enemies is not a thing in Grandmasters, which is a good thing. So they're removing those modifiers from the Grandmasters, and it's already set in place, and these acute burns will be there. So you'll want to spec your builds out according to the acute burns for sure. If it's arc, you want to use some arc weapons, solar weapons, and void weapons, etc. Even though it's void 3.0, it's definitely much better to do that because you're significantly underleveling those Grandmasters, and it will help you in your ad clear and boss melt potential with those big buffs to those affinity types. Then they talk about Iron Banner actually returns next week. So we've got trials this week right now, coming out tomorrow at the time of making this video. And then next week there will be no trials, so keep that in mind. Trials will go away on hiatus every time Iron Banner comes out. I know some people gripe a little bit about this, like, man, I feel like I can't get into trials as often as I would like. It's a weekend activity. When trials and Iron Banner are out at the same time, the populations are terrible. And I'm glad that trials goes away. It does feel a little like we're not getting as much trials as we'd like, but truth be told, there's not that much to do in trials this season. There's literally 6 weapons reprised. So there's not like too much crazy stuff to necessarily grind for. You may still be grinding for that Reed's Regret. I hope you are, at least, because that thing is a beast at boss damage in PvE. And the Shire's Wrath is pretty interesting. The Scout Rifle is decently interesting. Might be good in certain situations, but definitely not meta weapons. Mostly just that Reed's Regret is the meta in PvE. That thing is so nasty. Moving on, after the Iron Banner section, though, they have the Kilts for Kids. So they're doing, their Bungie Foundation is raising money again. So if you're interested in supporting this, the Seattle Ronald McDonald House, they've been doing it for 11 years now. They've got another event. They're going to try and raise $77,000, $777,000. Got it. So the Bungie number for their fundraising efforts here. And if you give $50, you'll receive this Ceresian Lens emblem. So that's a nice little incentive. They got a $100 prize, $250 prize, $500 prize. For $1,000, you literally get to go to the Bungie's headquarters for a tour, which I believe this was an incentive before for $5,000. So I think, if I'm correct, I think they're lowering the bar a little bit. I think it was $5,000 before in their last charity incentive. But now for $1,000, you can literally go to the HQ, which actually sounds pretty freaking cool. Their HQ is going to be twice as big as their old one. And I went to the old one before, and it was massive. I mean, you think that like the Bungie HQ is like, you know, maybe a small warehouse or something. It's a gigantic building. And the new one is like twice as big, or I think even more than twice as big by a little bit. That's going to be crazy. So definitely you'll have fun if you donate $1,000. You're going to the new Bungie studio, I'm sure. I will not be doing that though. Okay, don't quite have that much money to throw around here. But if anyone wants to donate on my behalf, I will happily do a tour in the Bungie studios for you. We got Pixel by Pixel, Place by R Place. If you haven't seen yet, they actually did on Reddit. There's this page called r/place, and they allow you to create art as a community. You can place 1 pixel every 5 minutes. And so what people do is collectively they created a gigantic art piece, and the Destiny community showed up big. They got r/DTG plus r/Destiny2, giving a little promotion to those 2 popular Reddit pages. I enjoy those Reddit pages quite a bit. Then they got a little ghost here. Looks like a little Telesto on the side here. They got the Witch Queen symbol. Then we've got the Traveler, the Tower, the Ace of Spades. And looks like Rolk is doing some karate kick over here too, so that's pretty cool. So definitely cool to see that a global event like r/place actually got its own little tiny corner, little section that was specific to Destiny. Definitely cool to see that. So moving on to the next part, they're actually giving away this emblem code. I posted this on Twitter, and if you want to, you can just go enter it yourself. Redeem, just type in bungie.net, redeem in your search bar, and enter this code right here, D97YCX7JK, and then you'll get this emblem. And the reason why they're giving this out is because y'all are pretty awesome, and you're pretty cute. You got the Destiny up on the r/place page there, so they're giving that out for that reason. And moving on down to the player support report, we have the Unbroken Seal is being retired, and I said retired. And so you're going to want to get that. You're going to get your Glory Rank to 5500 this season if you're going to try and get this. Valve the Disciple, the Clever Emblem, and Triumph. They've got some known issues as well. So you're finally going to get your 24-hour/48-hour emblem in the first week of April 19th. So it's coming soon. If you grind it, if you beat the raid early on, you'll get that emblem. Next up, we've got the movie of the week stuff. Pretty cool. And then we've got the artist of the week as per usual. And that is going to be a wrap on... Oh, that is impressive. That is very impressive. Wow. I like that a lot. Go ahead and close out of that, though. I do not mean to click on that. That looks amazing, though. I love that. And then you also make sure to vote Team Monsters. Don't vote Team Mechs. If you vote Team Mechs, you will have bad RNG for the next 7 years in Destiny. Vote Team Monsters. Team Monsters, Team Monsters, Team Monsters. That's a wrap on this video. Make sure to subscribe with notifications on if you did enjoy. Smash the like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Later.